got back from a little 2-hour ride out to Banyola's and back. I went with Logan, Liam's girlfriend Veronica, and then we met another girl, Neve. That was so much freaking fun. Part of me did not want to go because I just started my period today and I was not feeling great, and it was also pissing down rain. But I'm so freaking happy I went. I was cold, I was uncomfortable, but the entire time I was smiling and giggling because I'm like, this is just so much fun. This is like the essence of cycling. And respectfully, if it doesn't challenge you, you're not growing as an individual. So anyways, hopping on here quickly to remind you to go do hard things and get out of your comfort zone and go meet some new people because you never know what will come of it. I think I just made my new best friends, and that's so freaking awesome. I need to go shower and clean my bike and all of my belongings because all of my white kit is no longer white. And I need to shower ASAP. Valentine's Day. I'm having a bit of a late start to the day. I was up a little too late yesterday. I was getting caught up with a friend and we just stayed up way too late. I've been having a really calm and quiet week. I gave myself the week off of posting short form because I find when documenting your life is your job and you're trying to make it your career, it can be so easy to not only get overwhelmed, but to burn out, especially when your brain doesn't turn off. Like there's benefits to having this as your job, but at the same time, you always have to be on. Whereas with a 9 to 5, you work 5 days a week, and then Saturday and Sunday, completely off. You can do whatever the heck it is that you want. There's always something to be doing. There's always something to be filmed, edited, emails to be sent, admin to be done. There's just always stuff going on, and especially when you're a one-woman show, it can just be so much and so overwhelming. And I actually just finished my contract with Samsung like last week. All of the content got sent in. It still has to get posted, some of it, but the work is done. And I feel like that was such a huge time and era of my life. I'm still gonna be working with them here and there, but as far as like a full year term contract, I'm not working with them exclusively in 2026. I've been reflecting a lot on that. It was my first ever year-long brand partnership. I learned so much. I was such a little baby creator at the start, and now I feel like I still kind of am a baby creator, but I feel a lot more confident in my ability to take up space in this industry and my belonging in this industry and really growing and learning through the process. And I've also just been taking the time to not think about work because it was also a very, very busy go, go, go. Like there's always stuff going on. I wouldn't have it any other way. I just am taking some time to rest. Anyways, today I'm gonna bring you guys with me. I hope my little Osmo has some battery life to it. Are you alive? I wanted to film stuff yesterday, but it was freaking pouring and I was drinking all of the shit coming off of Liam's wheel. I was like basically waterboarding myself by the end of the ride. It was a lot, but it was a lot of freaking fun. Anyways, yeah, that's been my week, my time lately. Just been taking it chill, been taking lots of time for me and myself. Oh my god, I feel like I washed my gear yesterday after the rain, and now I feel like it's all shrunk because I put it over top of the heater. Like my pants feel really snug, these shoes feel really snug. Okay, enough yapping. We gotta get out the door. I'm already running a bit late and this camera is about to die. So we are gonna swap to the Osmo and I will see you guys later. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm feeling a little bit hot and bothered right now because Karis did not plan appropriately for this ride. I was being a little wimp, and I always bring extra layers because I get really freaking cold on the descents, but it is so hot. And my pockets are so full. I'm feeling heavy. I'm feeling bogged down, and now we're climbing. So I'm just like, feeling like a friggin' tank. I think I'm just a little grumpy. Big grumps today. Anyways, complain too much because we still get to be out here doing this stuff. I'm feeling so hot and bothered right now. Feeling uncomfortable, agitated. I am going home to get changed because I feel so fucking uncomfortable. I'm actually getting angry about it. I don't want to be angry, but I'm angry. So on day 2 of my period, and I know testosterone rises a lot when you're fucking Spaniards not looking. say now testosterone rises a lot on day 2, so maybe that's it. I'm trying not to abandon myself in my feelings and working with them instead. It's not like a ride isn't happening. It is happening, and it is currently happening. If I were to just go and continue this bike ride while feeling like this, I often hate my life in the process, and I just don't want to do that, you know? I feel like I could cry, laugh, and punch a hole through a wall right now. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's testosterone. I don't know. I'm back at home. I ripped all of my clothes off. I went upstairs and I just started crying. I don't know why. It just came out of nowhere. And now I'm like fighting with myself because my logical brain wants to ride my bike. It's a beautiful sunny day. But then like this emotional teenage younger self in me is like, I don't want to fucking ride a bike. I want to sit and I want to cry. But then this emotional side of me is being so irrational. Like, you know, when a toddler just doesn't want to put their shoes on, they don't know why, you don't know why, they just don't want to put their shoes on to leave the house, and you have to just let them leave the house without their shoes. That is how I feel right now. I feel like I'm fighting with my toddler brain of going for a bike ride because I really don't want to. I want to just lay on the couch and cry for like 20 minutes, and I kind of just did. And I feel like a failure if I don't ride my bike. And I feel like the only reason I'm filming this is because I know I'm gonna laugh when I go to edit this later, because this is just, I know the women watching this can relate to me when your emotions don't make sense, okay? We're emotional creatures and we fluctuate and we go in circles. I feel like this is truly just the essence of being a woman with your emotional and hormonal cycle. I'm on day 2 of my period right now, and I can tell I'm just feeling it, you know? I don't want to be feeling it, but I'm feeling it. And as much as I try to stick to my routine and do the things that I know will make me happy, eating well, sleeping lots, moving lots, doing all the things, sometimes you just can't do them. It's not that you can't. Sometimes you just don't want to do them, and that's fine. And I've had partners tell me that, Karis, you blame everything on your period too much. And I'm like, blame? Am I blaming things on my period or my hormones? Or am I experiencing them and this is my lived experience? Just because you're feeling something and you're feeling a certain way, aka right now I'm grumpy, I'm agitated, I'm hot and bothered, and I'm just I'm feeling like grumpy, sassy Karis right now. And as much as I'm feeling like this, am I gonna go take it out on a barista? And it really freaking bothers me when guys are like, oh, women are so emotional. Yeah, we are emotional. Welcome to the essence of being a woman. There's a big difference between experiencing something and taking it out on other people and using that as an excuse for behavior, and experiencing something and holding space for it, which I'm trying to do, while also not acting in alignment with that feeling state, not acting out on those feelings, you know? I don't know what I'm gonna do now. Part of me just wants to take a nap. Part of me wants to go for a walk. Part of me wants to ride my bike. The other part of me wants to take a shower and cry for an hour. Like, I really don't know. Times better. Going for a walk, low impact movement. I packed myself some snacks and some water and just take the day easy. I don't know why I was fighting myself so much with that bike ride, and I was like, Karis, we're not professional athletes, like we can just go for a walk. So this is what we're doing. I also want to talk girly chat, so if you have no interest in that, skip ahead. But I had a really difficult period this month, and a couple months ago I bought a menstrual cup because my girlfriends rave about them. Actually, no, it's a disc, not a cup. Anyways, I bought a menstrual disc, and my girlfriends were raving about them because they're clean, they're so easy to use, it's way more comfortable, way more efficient. And I had tried it on a couple of times the past couple periods, didn't really get the hang of it, and wasn't really comfortable enough to wear it out on like a bike ride or a run or something. All this to say, I just put it in before I left for this hike, and I'm feeling good. I don't feel too much pressure. It doesn't feel uncomfortable at all. I also don't have super heavy periods, but I do a lot of things all the time, and I'm constantly trying to keep a clean and hygienic environment down there, and the best way to do that is to keep it dry, aka getting out of your wet bike shorts, getting out of your sweaty running or gym shorts. And when you are on your period, making sure that the products that you're using are 1, bleach free, and 2, clean. And that can be tricky sometimes when you're sweating on top of that. So anyways, I'm really excited. Anyways, I feel like this menstrual disc is gonna be a new journey with myself. I feel like when I was trying to figure this out, I felt like a 12-year-old in the bathroom again, trying to figure out how to use a tampon for the first time. Anyways, I'm feeling a lot better now, and we're just gonna go for a nice little stroll. Another go. I don't know why I was so freaking grumpy yesterday. I was big grumps Karis and I didn't like it. I didn't want to be upset, but I was just like, I am not feeling okay and I need to honor that, you know? I got 13 hours of sleep last night. You want to know how my Valentine's Day was? 13 hours of freaking sleep, okay? My health score right now is 100%. I did sleep in until like actually noon today. I stayed up chatting with some friends, but I'm gonna go do 70K today. I really wanted to do a big ride this weekend, but I'm also like, Karis, you work for yourself. Every day is technically the weekend, so don't feel pressure to do your long rides on like a Saturday and Sunday, because I can do a long ride on a Wednesday if I want to, you know? It's a beautiful day out. I am underdressing today, if anything. Anytime the sun is out, I'm like, okay, shorts and a short sleeve, and then long jersey on top. Switch to the Osmo in about 5 seconds, but there's not really a theme to this vlog. I think it's just gonna be like Valentine's Day, girly chit chat, and yeah, hanging out, really. Also, a couple notes on the menstrual disc, but I had a very good experience with it yesterday. I do find you need to use a bit of lube, your own personal lube. Water-based is probably best. Avoid any synthetic stuff, just for like the actual insertion. And then once it's in, she's chilling. We'll be trying to use that more frequently. I think it's just so intimidating because you really got to get comfy and cozy with yourself. You got to find a comfortable position. You're like squatted over the toilet. And just like the idea of putting that in and then going for a bike ride, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm like a young girl again trying to figure out how to use tampons and like learning her anatomy, you know? I do really recommend, if you do sports, if you swimming, running, cycling, all of the things, it helped a lot. So keep that in mind. We're gonna go for a bike ride. We're gonna go have some fun in the sun today. I need this. I really need this for myself. My brain just needs like a... I also booked a full week of yoga and Pilates this upcoming week. I'm meeting my girlfriend tomorrow at 8:30, I think, for a Pilates class, and then we're gonna get a coffee afterwards. And then I'm starting my yoga teacher training, which is gonna be so fun and exciting and a new adventure. But I'm sure I'll vlog bits and pieces of that this week, of just yoga and Pilates basically every day. And I hope you're doing amazing from whatever corner of the universe you are watching this from. Like a crazy woo-woo, but also to be crazy woo-woo for 2 seconds, the universe will speak to you in the most ridiculous ways sometimes, because I was fighting myself on this ride. I was so dead. I was just like, man, I'm gonna be out here for another 3 hours by myself. I'm tired. Like, this would just be so much easier if I had someone to ride with and draft and like just recover with a little bit and just have someone to talk to, you know? Like, I just wanted, I've been wishing I had more people my level to ride with, because I'm a strong rider, but most of my friends here are professional cyclists, and I'm not professional cyclist level strong. Like, my zone 2 days are not their zone 2 days. So we usually only ever ride on like their recovery days, which is few and far in between. Anyways, I was just riding and this group of riders caught up to me and passed me, and then I was like, hang on, I'm kind of hanging on to these guys. And then one of them actually crashed and we ended up helping him, and I was like, do you guys mind if I ride with you for a bit? We ended up all having the same route, so we went and did that. Turns out they're all Polish triathletes. Some are doing half, some are doing full, and they're here for 10 days to train. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I'm training for an Ironman. What the heck? And yeah, that was so fun. And like, I felt strong in the group. Like, I didn't feel like I was the one holding people back. Usually that's how I feel whenever I ride with my friends here, because I am not as strong as a lot of them, on the bike at least. So yeah, that was just really crazy. I got all of their information, and now I have training partners for this next week. Like, what the heck? Are you, what? And then as I finished a climb, my Garmin literally said 4 for 4, and I was like, thank you very much. Anyways, time to go have a warm shower and get cozy.